Hey y'all. Okay, I'm gonna do some apple keychains. I feel a lot of people asking me to do a tutorial how to make them. Um, it would look somewhat like this. Okay, this is not sealed. This is just one that's sitting here that still needs to have epoxy put on it. Okay, these are acrylic keychains. They're acrylic laser cut. I get mine from Third Degree Laser. I really like them at thirddegreelaser.com. I will put their link in the description. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take they always come with this paper covering on both sides. You're going to take this off. It's very easy to take it off. I always leave the back on so that I don't get any glitter, epoxy, Mod Podge, or anything on the back, and it looks smooth. Okay. Let's see, it's clear, see through. Okay. And then I'm going to take Mod Podge. This is a generic Mod Podge I had gotten during the lockdown because for some reason everybody was out of Mod Podge. Apparently people hoard Mod Podge too. It's really ridiculous. So anyway, so I got this one. I think I got it at Michael's. It's just a generic Mod Podge. Okay. And then I use a cup. I'm going to pour a little bit of Mod Podge. You don't need a ton. Okay, the glitter I'm going to use, all mine today are from Recollections. You can use different brands. I do suggest using polyester glitter. It sits flatter, it's not bumpy, it has a more better shine, and it lasts a lot longer. It doesn't dull. Okay, well this one is extra fine glitter from Recollections, and the color is Pickle. And then for the red, this is Recollections also, but I have a big container that I put in this one. I will put in the description box the color. I'm not sure what color it is. It's the same thing. It's an extra fine glitter. I'm just not sure the name. I will be sure to put that down there for you. And then this one is a gold extra fine glitter from Recollections. It's champagne. I like champagne gold for the stem. Some people like to use a brown. You could always go get a brown if you feel that you want brown, but I personally don't like brown. I think doesn't, I don't know. I don't feel like brown shines very well. I don't like brown, so I don't use brown. Okay. Anyways, so we're gonna take a little bit of Mod Podge. Okay, you're gonna do it like a heart. So you're gonna go just like so. It's very easy. Just try not to get too much in the hole. And I'm gonna get different papers for each color because I don't want it mixing. Okay, see there's the red. We're gonna do 2 coats because it looks, see how it looks like you can see through it. You can see the browns through it. Okay. And now we're gonna do the green. Don't get too much Mod Podge on there to where it's like all clumpy because you know, a mess. I had the Mod Podge cup keeps falling because there's like barely any Mod Podge in it. Okay, there's the and now we do the gold. Try to dust off maybe if you've got any green on there, okay? Okay. Okay, now we're gonna put the champagne. Okay. Now we are going to do another coat of the glitter. The exact same thing again over the top. Okay, I got my did the second coat, and then after you do a second coat, let the Mod Podge dry for, I don't know, I want to say, I don't know, at least an hour until you think that the Mod Podge is dry, and then you're gonna seal it. I go outside and I seal it at the triple thick crystal clear glaze over the top of them, so that the glitter colors don't mix. So like the green, because when you put the epoxy on, then the green would just like start like going into the red and it'd be a big old mess. Okay. Jacob, can you be quiet? I'm sorry about that. Okay. So now I mix my epoxy. You want it nice and clear. If you need to know how to mix epoxy, there's lots of videos on YouTube that you can look it up, or I will maybe one day do a video on that. Okay, the type of epoxy I use is the Amazing Clear Cast 2-part epoxy. This is the brand I use. I know there's other brands out there. It's personal preference, whatever you want to get. I get this because it's local and I don't have to pay for shipping. Okay, so now I'll use a popsicle stick and I'm going to pour it on. Oh, I did 5 milliliters of both sides, so it's 10 milliliters. It's probably way too much, but it's like one of the smallest amounts on the thing. Okay, so you're just gonna, see, you're just gonna go. I would suggest wearing gloves too, because you do not want to get epoxy on your hands. Some people get rashes. Some people get respiratory allergies really bad, so I suggest a respirator if you're sensitive to it. I am not sensitive to it, so I am not wearing a oops, I went over the hole. It's all right, I can just take a little poker and poke through it. It's not a big deal. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Just be careful around that hole, because if you get it over the top of the hole, you will get where it covers the hole, and then you'll have to use like a drill, to the small bit, to drill through it. But it's not the end of the world if it happens. You can just drill through it with a drill bit. I don't seem to have any issues with it. Okay, Now, when you do this part, be careful. You don't want to dig in or anything like that. And you don't want to probably use more epoxy because I put a name over mine. I'll put like Miss So-and-so. Then I put another coat of epoxy. So you don't need to put a ton of epoxy and maybe a couple bumps or whatever, but it's okay. Because if you put too much, it will roll off, and then you'll be there with a razor blade trying to get around the edges, and it's just a pain in the butt. So it's best just to not have to deal with that. Okay, now this is what they look like, okay? It needs to dry for about 12, at least 12 hours before you can put vinyl on it, okay? I would say 48 hours to ship it out, you know. If you have any questions, just message me and send me a comment, and please like, subscribe to my video and my channel. Thank you.